I'm Claire Stockman. I'm the head of retail here at St Luke's, and today we're going to be having a little walk around and a chat about what we do here at our donation centre in Waverley. It's really important for customers to separate their donations from sellable stock to stock that is unsellable, which would be rag. The reason for this is we actually can sell rag, so we can sell clothing that is soiled, damaged. We sell it to our rag traders that will then take that and use it to dispose of it within polyester balls. They take it overseas and we get an income from that. We also have our donated stock that is sellable stock, and we will get an income from that in our shops. To separate them for us is fantastic because it means that it reduces the amount of work for our paid staff and volunteers if you bring in your unwanted items in two separate bags, one labelled up as rag, unsellable, and one labelled up as sellable stock. Our donors can tell the difference between quality donations and a rag item just by having a look at it themselves. So for example, if you've got clothing that you no longer wear, but there's nothing wrong with it, it's not damaged, it's not soiled, it's absolutely perfect, and you would yourself buy it if you went into one of your local charity shops, that would be deemed a sellable item. If you have something that you want to donate, an item of clothing for example, a pair of jeans where the pocket may be ripped or the zip doesn't work or the button is missing, that would be an item that is unsellable to us, so that would be a rag item. So that's how you would differentiate the two. Okay, so one of the common mistakes when people kindly and very generously donate their clothes, and I'm going to show you an example just here, would be, this is one of our wheelie trolleys that we use, our donation centre, that can be used by customers to wheel out to their car, and then they can pop their donation in and bring it in to us. However, as you can see today, somebody's really kindly donated lots of clothing to us, but they've tipped it all into this box, which then becomes a bit of a problem for our team here because they have to sort through this, bag it, to then determine whether or not any is rag, any is sellable, and then it goes to a shop. If when you're donating to us you can pop your items, whether they're sellable or non-sellable, in bags or boxes and bring it in that way, it makes it a lot easier for us to stack it here at our donation centre. Another point to make, which is really useful to know, that when people fly tip, so they either intentionally or unintentionally leave items outside of our shops. We recently had an incident in one of our shops where we turned up in the morning and we couldn't get into the shop because there was so much stock outside. This stock was unsellable stock, and it was stock that we couldn't rag. We couldn't do anything with it. And just to make you aware, it costs us as a charity and as a business to then dispose of that. Trade waste is super expensive to dispose of, and we have around 5 tonnes a week trade waste leaving here, which amounts to around £1,500 a week that is going to cost us as a business, which we need to use those funds to fund the care that we give to the hospice. So £1,500 is what we have to pay to dispose of waste that we actually can't rag. So it's really, really important that if you do have rag, that you give it to us and we dispose of it rather than leave it outside of our shops.